Yes, everyone, what's going on? Good evening. My name is Stephen Howson. This is Transfer Talk. Right, before we get into this, what I need to say to you is make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you've got notifications on because tomorrow we have got an absolute belter of a history video coming out, which you guys need to check. It's unbelievable. It's brilliant. It's about European Cup final in 1968. Won't spoil it for you what happens, but it was pretty good. Get your questions and comments in. Get all the rest of that stuff in. We're going to go through some transfers. We're going to talk about Jadon Sancho. We're going to talk about Upamecano. We're going to talk about Alexis Sanchez. We're going to get into all of those. Let us know how you're getting on with lockdown, what you're up to, all the rest of that sort of shit. And listen, I need your help. Tomorrow is my 5th wedding anniversary. What can I do? I asked the missus if she fancied going for a walk around the garden, and she told me to fuck off. So, ask me out of ideas. Lads, sort us out here. What can I do? Get your questions in and all that kind of caper, and we will get cracking on with what we need to get cracking on with. Right then, so, Jaden Sancho. Headline's a bit of a big one. Borussia Dortmund have reportedly told Jadon Sancho that he can leave the club if a suitable offer comes in. That's in Bild. That's talking about that one. Now, obviously, I'm not the only one that's coming up to this. Dortmund are a selling club and they rarely stand in their players' way. In recent years, they've sold Pulisic, Dembele, Aubameyang, Mkhitaryan, Hummels, Gundogan, Lewandowski. They've made an income of over 100 million for the past 3 seasons on player sales alone. They have vocally told the winger a move to United is possible once an acceptable fee has been tabled. This comes on the back of Woodward last week speaking about club finances, which you can't take at face value. Stop taking all this at face value, but we are going to put it out there what he said, because he said it. Nobody should be under any illusions about the scale of the challenge in facing everyone in football, and it may not be business as usual for any clubs, including ourselves, in the transfer market this summer. As ever, our priority is success of the team, but we need visibility of the impact across the whole industry, including timings of the transfer window and the wider financial picture before we can talk about a return to normality. Don't think there's anything crazy in what he said there. People jump into a lot of conclusions. Bild also stated that United are absolutely wanting to sign a player and that Dortmund and Sancho's representatives both believe a serious offer is on the way. ESPN pundit Julian Lawrence also believes that Ed Woodward is simply implementing a strategy when he claimed the club won't spend big this year. That's what I think. I think he's being very clever saying this pandemic will affect everybody else. There won't be big transfers. I don't believe him. That's Julian Lorenz. It's a great strategy, but they're working really hard behind the scenes to get all of their transfers ready, see where they can spend their money, and they'll be really ambitious in the transfer market. I think that's right. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Am I turning into a rasta? Do you know what? Not far off, My hair is horrendous underneath this hat. You'll be seeing me wearing hats until I've met a barber, without a shadow of a doubt. Is Paddock's clobber officially better than next season's kit? Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. Currently, the stuff for Stretford Paddock's sold out, but I've actually got a little bit of news for you. Umbro are back in. So if you've ordered something, there's a few people that are waiting on something. If you've ordered something, they dropped off about a third of what's outstanding to me today. It's literally over there in the corner, and I'm going to be getting to the post office tomorrow or Friday to get it out to people. And there's another delivery coming next week as well. So we actually might be able to put things back on sale again. I've ordered our sample because I've got the catalogues literally here right in front of me for what we've got. Oh shit. Started Dougie. Dougie's been on my laptop. All right, yeah, it's me that watches it. Literally just sorting out all of the stuff for next season for as we enter officially and all the rest of that sort of stuff. So, it's all good. Is there a gourmet delivery service in Manchester for posh food? There's a few, but they're all booked up. Couldn't find any. Breakfast in bed, massage session, alcohol done, says Josh. All those chores you've been asking me, don't. If we have kids, give them to relatives. I don't think you're understanding what sort of lockdown we're in, brother. Why can't United sign Sancho like how Chelsea signed Ziyech? What do you mean? Do I think we should offer Sanchez swap for Igalo? They offered the wages Sanchez is on. Maybe. Maybe. How am I doing? I'm all right, you know. Watch the Juventus away 1999 for our anniversary. Don't get bad on that, does it? Brilliant. 5th anniversary is Wood. Yes, I'm aware of that. Any insight into the league reopening? No, I think I've said this for a few weeks now. I think there's a massive big dance going on where the Premier League pretend they're doing one thing to make sure Sky and all the TV broadcasters don't sue the arse off them when they eventually have to void the league anyway. At the moment, I can't see how the league comes back in the slightest, and I'm not sure if it should. Kaz says, do you agree that United need to be ruthless in terms of getting rid of players? I think they already have been, but yes, I think they probably will be doing. Recreate the night we met her. Well, we can't because 1, nightclubs aren't open, and 2, even if they were, that nightclub definitely ain't open. Will the future paddock merch be in 3XL? It only goes up to 2XL at the moment, but there are some items. I think some polo shirts and t-shirts do go up to 4XL, I believe. But most of the Umbro stuff does limit at 2XL. We got a super chat from Jeremy, and he says transfers are going to be changed now. Who's going to pay hundreds of millions on players who's been at their home for 5, 6, 7 months? Stay safe. Cheers for the super chat. I still think they will. You see it when people have been injured that they'll pay that. Let alone, people are going to do it. Yeah, without a defo. That hoodie suits you. Cheers, brother. Is paddock kit sold to the US? Paddock kit's sold worldwide. Absolutely worldwide. Thoughts on the links to Ben Yedder? Oh, I do like Ben Yedder. Not sure he is definitely the one I would go with in the circumstances where I see what's going on with Ollie's team and where he's trying to get. But yeah, book a holiday now and go when it's over. Do you know what? You can't even do that. You can't even book a holiday now because you don't know when you're going to get out, and you don't know what the financial situation is going to be when you get out either. Booking a holiday is just not fucking going to happen, is it? Should we loan Garner or keep? Well, yeah, both. Oh, do you mean keep him in the squad? All right, yeah. Yeah, I'd loan him, yeah. Mbappe and Sancho to Newcastle. It is going to be interesting to see what happens at Newcastle. Interesting that they're trying to get Pochettino in. Find that funny. And why do they want Shearer as director of football? What the fuck has he proved that he can do anywhere, apart from the fact that he used to play for them? Being a director of football is like being an agent. You're supposed to be a guy with contacts. Biggest phase, Sancho joins and had a bad first season and the English press rips him apart and he's not the same. It could happen. It could happen. Yeah. Right, let's get into the next one, which is going to be Thomas Partey. Let's have a quick look. Get that up. So, Thomas Partey, Bosch. A lot of noise coming up around this. Now, I think it's starting to move into there's something in it. The problem is, I'm not sure if that something in it means that someone else is in there, or if it's actually for Manchester United. Thomas Partey has told Atletico Madrid that he wants to leave this summer and that his preference is to sign for Manchester United, claims well-respected Accra-based journalist Sadiq Adams, who specialises in African football. He believes that the Arsenal rumours are something of a smokescreen, and he tweeted, "Yesterday, a source close to Thomas Partey told me that he doesn't want to extend his stay at Atletico and is favouring a move to the Premiership, and that he loves the United link. Deal could be sooner than expected." If it is that €50 million, 43.5 million buyout clause, mate, that's such a good deal in the current market. And I think even the only reason that United might pause on this or any transfers is whoever starts making deals in the first week or 2 weeks of this transfer window is going to set the precedent for the entire window. Now, United come out of the gate and they go, boom, 100 million on Sancho, bar on this guy, that guy. Then United have just decided how much the market's going to be. Now, if United was prudent and it was like, We can get these deals over the line with the players. We just need to make sure the clubs can agree. It might be worth our while to play poker a little bit and to sit back on this and to just chill out on it. If that's the case, then United might be prudent to be able to just say, no, let's let somebody else make some transfers first and then see what happens. It's reported Partey's got a €50 million release clause. Obviously, that's very affordable, and I think he definitely adds quality to the midfield, and he's in that sort of starter mould, which I would hope is the case. Let me know your thoughts. Thomas Partey, are you having him at United? Does he improve? Is he an instant starter? All that sort of stuff. Let us know in the comments. Dan says, I'd love him. He's a bargain in this day and age. If we sign Sancho, at least we can sing Ollie's at the wheel if and when Sanchez leaves. Do we need him? Yeah, I do think we do need him, yeah. Would I rather us wait or set the market standard? If there's any risk of us losing out on the players that we could go for, I wouldn't want to do that. I would rather we set the if we can afford it, just go out there and pay what the market value is now. You know, rather than trying to see if you can knock 20% off it, but potentially lose someone. Let's not bother with that. Would I rather get Saul or Partey? I'd rather get Saul, but you know, it could be more than twice that. Do I reckon Mason can overtake Marshall next season in the front three? Not next season. I think there's a good chance that happens in a couple more years, I think, with Mason. Sancho and the defender will be good enough. Pogba sign new contract. I think Pogba definitely needs to sign a new contract, to be honest. Otherwise, what's going on with him? Are Atletico going to let Saul and Partey go this summer? Have them both? I don't think you're getting them both. You're definitely not going to get them both, I don't think. It's going to cost you some serious cash to get them both. And if you're Atletico, you don't really want to let both go at the same time, do you? Jesus, that's going to have a massive impact on your team. Roydy, then, should we have a look at Upamecano and see what the news is for him? Let's get the graphic up. There we go. Righty then. So, United appear to have been beaten to the signing of RB Leipzig defender, who is set to join Bayern Munich. Colour me shocked. Upamecano set to extend his contract with Leipzig, according to Sky Germany, and Bild reckon he's joining Bayern Munich. So whatever happens, it looks like Upamecano probably isn't going to be coming to United. Was we thrown in there because of a contract negotiation? Wouldn't be the first time that that's happened. It's a shame. He's a good player, but you know, ultimately we do have young players in there. It is what it is. And finally, the last one that we're going to talk about, so get your questions in. We're answering some questions in a second. Someone says, are the hats similar to the one you're currently wearing available as paddock merch? This hat is a paddock one. It is available. It's also available in red and black, and there'll be a black on black one, so it'll be a black logo on a black hat, which is on the site, but I haven't pushed it live yet. So I'll be pushing all the Umbro stuff back live because it currently says it's sold out. I'll be putting all that live tonight, so if you give me an hour or so, I'll make sure all that lot's done. Love the idea of Axel going on loan and we get Upamecano. Yeah, I did, but, you know, not to be, I guess, is it? So, right then, Alexis Sanchez, let's talk about him, see what's going on. So, United are expecting to see Alexis Sanchez return to Old Trafford this summer, as Inter have no intention of making his move permanent. Damasio said the only thing that Inter Milan does not want is Sanchez to stay, so they will not buy him permanently. And the Daily Mail report that United will subsequently look to raise funds for Sancho by offloading players, including Pogba and Sanchez. Let's have a look what Sanchez has done this season at Inter Milan, because it's been woeful, hasn't it? Let's have a look. Because it's been actually pathetic. So, here we go. Europa League. 2 appearances. No goals or assists. Champions League, 1 appearance, 1 assist. Serie A, 2 starts. 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 red card. Coppa Italia, 2 starts. You're not keeping him, are you? He's literally played more for Chile than he has for Inter Milan. That's depressing. Jesus Christ, that is depressing. What do you do with him? What do you do with him? Reckon we will see a mint Sanchez. Don't know why. There's a hell of a footballer in there. There is a hell of a footballer in there. I just don't think the timing's right for United, unfortunately, and I don't think we're going to get to see it. And I think that the whole setup of the way everything is, the way we're trying to go with a younger, hungrier squad, he's just the anti of that. It didn't work out for him. He's on an absolutely ridiculously inflated wage. Let's cut our losses. I don't know how you do that, how you get rid of him, how you get all the rest of it done. It's one of them. John says, what are my thoughts on the 1,500 rail seats at Old Trafford? Are fucking great. Actually fucking great. The club seems to be getting a few things right off the pitch of late. The Red Army movement has been a real positive thing for the club, I think. And the rail seating being introduced I felt like a natural progression. I would love to see the entire of Stretford End, the bottom tier, be safe standing. Both at the bottom of that and the bottom of K-Stand. And then you'd get a fucking proper atmosphere back at Old Trafford. Cheaper seats for young lads. All that sort of stuff. Happy days. Is paddock merch available in India? Yes, it ships worldwide. Everything ships worldwide. There's some stuff going to fucking Alaska this week. Jesus Christ. Alaska is about as remote as it's possible to get for us here, isn't it? Old Trafford badly needs maintenance. I definitely agree on that one. Daniel says, agree mutual termination. He can get a percentage of his wages in a lump sum and move on with his career. Yeah. What are rail seats, please, says Tyrone. Right, basically, so at the moment inside Old Trafford, you have small little plastic seats. They're about this big on the back. They have a front which folds up. Where I am in Stretford End Tier 2, we don't sit down on them, apart from at half time. Now, if people fall, and they do fall in goal celebrations, I've cut both my shins actually at different times, and seats have broken as I fell over them. Michael Owen's goal in 2010, 2011, whenever it was, against Manchester City, the seat in front of me broke, and I ended up about 7 or 8 rows further down, and a bit of the seat stuck in my shin. The seating is not safe for people to stand in it, and people do stand in it. So safe standing by the name and rail seats by the name. They're a seat where you have a crash barrier in front of you. You still get the same ticket that you're on, so it's not like general terracing where you and your mates can all just stand in a big group of 25 of you. You're still standing in where your seat is, but now there's a rail in there making it safer. And it encourages standing. And many clubs, when they do it, they can actually put 1.5 people per seat as well. So you can get more people in a smaller space if you choose to do that, or you can just have 1-to-1 and have everyone stand up and have them do it safe. The Green Brigade at Celtic have got it. There's a couple of people in the Championship or League One, I believe, have got it. It's massive and prevalent all over Europe. And it's just safer. It's a safer environment for fans to be. After standing was eliminated and we went to all-seater stadiums, there was an absolute proliferation of stewards making football fans sit down. We don't want to sit down. We want to stand up and support our team. And you can't beat being in a rail seat for it to be a safer environment, but also one that encourages proper support on your feet, having a good old sing-song. It's a massive positive. So, yeah. I'm delighted that they've been given the green light for that trial, and I hope that we see massive amounts of it implemented across the stadium. That'd be fantastic. Has a pre-season in India been cancelled? Yes, it appears it has. If I didn't support Manchester United, then who would I support? Well, considering what year are we in? My family's been supporting United for 83 years. 1933, my great-granddad first went to a game. 1950, my granddad went to a game. 1965, my dad went to a game. 1990, I went to my first game. Who the fuck knows? Like, I come from a generation of United fans. There's just... Yeah. Fucking hell. What are you going to do? Am I sad Sanchez didn't work out? Yeah, massively so. Go and look at how fucking giddy I was on those Sanchez announcement videos. And I don't take it back. That was my honest feeling at the time. Everybody was fucking buzzing that we got Sanchez. The stuff that he'd done for Arsenal, there was times that he was outrageously good playing for Arsenal, and I just assumed we was going to get that guy. I thought we lacked creativity in the final third. I thought he was going to come in and do what Bruno did, because I thought he was that sort of player. He had so many passes into the final third. He absolutely led the Premier League in that at the time. There was just so many things that you're like, this is fucking great. Clearly it fell out with Mkhitaryan. He needed someone that was going to be a creative spark in a team. You get Sanchez and it made sense, but it didn't work out. And that's football, isn't it? Sometimes personalities clash. Sometimes it doesn't fucking work out. Sometimes it can be down to luck. It can be down to injury. With Sanchez, I don't know what it was, but it hasn't worked out. So let's fucking move on from it. And if we can get rid of him, job's a good one. Righty. I'm going to wrap it up there, but thank you guys for tuning in. As always, make sure to subscribe. Top history video coming out tomorrow. Make sure you do not miss it. And I have got an interview with an ex-United player coming out on Friday as well, so make sure to keep it locked for all of that lot. Check out the Paddock merch with the link in the description, or just search Stretford Paddock Big Cartel and you'll find it, or Stretford Paddock FC, and the shop is on there. You'll find it. But I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers for joining us. Laters.